It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you know.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
22-yard line.
And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. It's Walton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
41-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton, and he stopped immediately there.
Mark Walton, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
4-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
2nd and 5. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
The quarterback.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Saints 3, Panthers nothing.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 13. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets out of them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit
Sometimes
better.
it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 14 carries, 51 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains points result as the game goes on.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And the Panther first down.
They'll run it with Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Jones.
4-yard line. Jones
They give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Incomplete.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Walton. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Walton,
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man here, Sims complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A tight one after one on EA Sports.
3-3.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the 41.
Here's Walton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The Saints. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To Steven Sims. A gain of 5 brings up second and
they run with Howard.
47-yard line.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a carry for Walton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Watts is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 6, Panthers 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 26-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll get this down to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jones. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That's good for our Saints.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Made at the 17-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Panther first down.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 15. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Shoves him aside. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're on top here as they come up on a 1st and 10, trying to make amends for that lost week at the hands of Seattle. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
He was taken down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it.
The quarterback.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Carolina.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this throw caught left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
looking to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
good.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Howard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there.
Howard, the ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Panthers 17, Saints 9.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I went down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3s already put through the posts.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Samuel. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron
Jordan. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Yards on the play.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
On the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 7.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
The Panthers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
It is good.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
1st and 10.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now this one complete on the slant route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
By Derek Brown. A loss of 10.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Saints on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is third down and 12. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Michael Thomas. He was covered.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Brings up second and a yard at the 17-yard line.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run. This is Walton. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Walton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
22-yard line.
Back to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And some room to roll now. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Carolina. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Is good. Makes this.
I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 15. And time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Derek Brown able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 2nd and 4. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Eli Apple. And that will write a finish to this ballgame. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together.